What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mike D back in the building. I apologize. I know I'm a couple of days late, but I told you guys I was going to be a few days late. I had something to do, but I'm back in the building. So welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy this content, go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button. And also remember that little notification bell on the side. You can click that notification bell, and every time I post a video, you can get a notification. You don't have to go looking for it. So, oh man, where do I start? Where do I start? So much to talk about. Let's just start off. Cowboys lose to the Eagles 20-24. Very competitive game. I underestimated the Cowboys. I did pick the Eagles to win, but by a score of 35-17. Cowboys made it much closer than that, and in fact should have won that game. Drop passes and that fumble, I think cost us the game, but I think we should have won that game. No 50 burger, no 40 burger, no 30 burger, not even a damn 25 burger, as predicted by Mr. Johnson. So 20-24 was the score. Cowboys played pretty well. I think I underestimated the Cowboys. They're probably better than I gave them credit for, and probably most people giving them credit for. We held Saquon Barkley in check. I think he had 60 yards. And we also held their wide receivers in check. A.J. Brown and Devontae was kind of non-factors in the game. So, and I really don't know what the game plan was. I know Mr. Johnson and I had, spoke about how was the Cowboys going to approach this game, and were they going to try to take away Saquon, or were they going to try to take away the receivers? So it looked like a balanced game to me. I didn't see a game plan either way. However, they was able to get the job done. I think they should have won that game. So the Cowboys and Eagles are always competitive, regardless of what the record is or how good or bad the team is. In the last 20 years, you can see the Cowboys won 11 of these games, and the Eagles won 9. So with this Eagles win, so the record is now 10-11 in 21 years. So pretty even across the board. Like I stated, in the NFC East, it's been pretty much the Eagles and Cowboys, Cowboys, Eagles, Eagles, Cowboys. It typically goes that way. We typically split with them. We've lost there already this year. They got to come here, and I fully expect for us to win that game. Here's the updated schedule. As you can see, we have that L up there. So the Cowboys start the season 0-1, but I'm excited to see what the season's going to look like going forward. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the show, guys. Right now, I want to jump into this Jalen Carter stuff, the spitting incident. Jalen Carter, of course, spit on Dak Prescott and was ejected from the game before the game even started. So let's take a look at this video. As you can see, it's pretty disgusting to spit on a person. There's a few ways to get your ass whooped, and spitting on a person is one of them. But luckily Dak is the quarterback for America's team. He wasn't going to do anything like that. But Jalen Carter did get ejected from the game. He just can't get out his own way. It's something wrong with Jalen Carter. I mean, maybe he need anger management or something like that. In the first place, he had no business over there in the Dallas huddle. So did Dak entice him? Yeah, he probably did. Jalen Carter had no business over there, and people calling for Dak to be fined, but Dak didn't spit on him. Dak spit on the ground, and Jalen Carter spit directly on Dak, which got him ejected from the game. Let's take a listen to Dak with his opinion about the spit. I'm gonna call it Spitgate. You know, everything is a gate these days, so let's Spitgate. Here's Dak.
It was trolling, I guess you could say, trying to mess with Tyler Booker. I was just looking at him. I was right here by the two linemen, and yes, I needed to spit, and I wasn't going to spit on my lineman. I just spit ahead, but I'd say he was back there where Jory was in that sense, and he asked, or he goes, "You trying to spit on me?" At that point, I mean, I felt like he was insulting me. Like I wouldn't spit on somebody. I'm damn sure not trying to spit on you. Like we're about to play a game. I'm wondering why you're trying to mess with the rookie. And so when I stepped through, I actually said the words like, "What the hell would I? Excuse me, but I'm probably even more colorful. What would I need to spit on you for?" And he just spit on me in that moment, and it was more of a surprise than anything. Refs obviously saw it through the flag. I was like, hell yeah, we get 15 yards to start the game off. Didn't realize he was getting ejected. Unfortunate that he did. Hell of a player. Changed our plan and our blocking scheme. As I told you all right before the week, that we're going to protect against him. So helped in that manner, but I don't wish for anybody to get out of the game. I'm sure he probably regrets that to some extent. I'm pretty sure he knows I didn't try to spit on him or wasn't even aiming to spit on him. So something that's probably going to get a lot of coverage and a lot of attention that feel sorry for.
Okay, that was Dak Prescott on the spitting incident with Jalen Carter. I was telling somebody the other day, the NFL ejected him, and they're probably going to fine him. I'm not sure if they're going to suspend him or not. But basically, if Dak Prescott really wanted to push the issue, spitting on a person is assault. I mean, that can actually turn into a crime. So he's lucky if he's going to get away with just ejected from the game and a fine, and hopefully they don't suspend him. He's a good player. He needs to be on the field. I mean, I don't wish that on anybody, but he's lucky he's not being charged with assault, which is feasible in this situation because he spit directly on a person, which is assault. So there's that. Now, I want to take a look at our guy Tyler Booker, our left tackle. You guys know I bag on him a lot. 6'7" left tackle. I've called him soft and some more things, but there was a video surfaced. I didn't see this in live action. I had to actually see it online. But Tyler Booker served a nice left hook to one of the Eagles defenders. I don't condone violence in any way, but to see Tyler Booker do this, I was it was kind of a proud moment for me because it does show he does have some kind of fight in him, but we don't need to be doing that either because that what he did and what you'll see, that's going to get you kicked out the game as well. So, and the ref obviously missed it. They didn't make a call on it. So take a look at this. As you can see, that was a nice left hook, man. Tyler Guyton with a mean left hook, but obviously the refs didn't see it, or that probably would have got him ejected from the game. Having said that, I don't want to hear anything about the ref missing anything because I mean I got a video I can show you of that Jalen Hurts touchdown when he ran in. It was a clear hole, which I saw in live action, and was wondering why the refs didn't call it, but of course, the internet detectives are all over it. I mean, so that's all over the place. But I won't say never. I hardly ever bring the refs into it unless they do something boneheaded to determine the outcome of a game, which I don't think in this game either way for the Dallas Cowboys or the Philadelphia Eagles, the refs determine the outcome of the game. In my opinion, the CD had caught one of those drop passes and we didn't have that fumble, we would have won anyway. Speaking of CeeDee Lamb, 4 drop passes. I'm not talking about just 4 drop passes, 4 important drop passes. I think every pass he dropped, except the first one, I think, they was on 3rd downs, and then the last one he dropped, it was 4th down. That's not typical of CD. I'm not going to kill him over that. It's game 1. It's not typical of him. CD's going to come back and do some good stuff for us. As a matter of fact, when Dallas landed back here 5 hours later, CD was out at the Star working on the machine, catching balls by himself. So he felt pretty bad about that. Let's take a listen at his post presser and see what CD had to say about those drops.
Honestly, I feel like I can't point no fingers at nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And I take full accountability. and everything else that come with it. Because I mean, as for me as a player, I've prayed for moments like that, you know what I'm saying, and the ball to come my way. And obviously for me to not come up with it, bro, it stings a little bit. But I will tell you, if you think I'm not coming back any times harder than this, you got another thing coming.
Do you think playing in the preseason would help at all?
Nah, that ain't got nothing to do with what's going on right now. I need to catch the damn ball.
All right, that was CeeDee Lamb on the drops. Obviously, he feel bad about not catching those balls. Every one of the balls was catchable. That last one was it was challenging, but a top 5 receiver should be able to catch that pretty easily. So CeeDee Lamb taking the blame for those drop passes and potentially um, having the Cowboys lose to the Eagles. You guys know I say a lot about people getting online or even coming directly at me with your cowgirls and all of that. So um, I always say come up with new material, but these right here are pretty good of CeeDee Lamb dropping the passes. So um, I don't I don't care as long as I see good content. Just the old stale stuff that you can't come up with anything new. That's the stuff that I'm talking about. But these are pretty good memes of CeeDee Lamb. Especially I like this one with the helmet turned backwards, so he can't see to catch the ball. So some pretty good stuff for Eagle or either Cowboy haters. So I appreciate stuff like that. So keep that coming. All right, let's take a look at the quarterbacks. And both quarterbacks played well. Jalen played well. Dak played well. Of course, there's still going to be some Dak haters. I done already seen it that the game the reason Cowboys lost is because of Dak Prescott, which is an absolute lie. Dak played very well, and his stats don't show that because there was a lot of drop passes. But Dak played well. This game is not on him. CD has some drop passes, and then, in my opinion, it wasn't only that. I think the fumble in the red zone is what really cost us the game because we came away with no points. And I think Philly came down. That's when they got their 3 points off that fumble. So it wasn't Dak Prescott. So let's take a look at the stats. All right, as you can see, Dak Prescott was 21 for 34 with 188 yards, no TDs, no interceptions. But he had a quarterback rating of 60.2. Jalen Hurts, 19 for 23 with 152 yards. No TDs, no interception. He did run in 2 touchdowns, but he had a quarterback rating of 94.0. Dak rating is that low because of the drop passes. Dak was accurate all night. His receivers just didn't catch the ball, so that's why his rating is that low. But Dak played a really, really good game. The running game, pretty even. Saquon has 60, Philly 158 overall, and Dallas as a group ran for 119. But keep in mind that 158 includes Jalen Hurts 62 yards. So as a running back room, Dallas actually was more competitive in the running game than the Eagles. Wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb kind of topped that list at 110 yards, 7 catches. He dropped 4. So that would have been 11 catches. He probably would have went completely off at that point. But 110 yards for CD. The other wide receivers on the Eagles side wasn't a factor in this game. And of course, Miles Sanders, he did have that one fumble. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. The Cowboys lose to the Eagles 20-24. I'm not upset at all. They actually played better than I thought they were. And the Eagles have to come here. And I'm excited for that game. I think we'll win that game. But we'll see. I think the Cowboys are better than we thought. So it is what it is. 2024, Cowboys 0-1, Eagles 1-0. And just to touch on something, I did see Washington play. Washington played New York, and I'm not afraid of Washington at all. So let's just throw it out there. Again, I think it'll be Philly, Dallas, one of those 2 teams that wins the NFC East. Also, before I go, I want to just, man, the Bills and Ravens game last night, man, it was absolutely amazing. Amazing is the word I want to use for that. Those are the 2 AFC teams that I said we're probably one of those two teams will probably be in the Super Bowl, and they didn't disappoint last night. 41 to 40. Bills had a major comeback. They was down 15 points with about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and was able to come back and win that ball game. So, Bills, Ravens, just be on the lookout for one of those teams. I'm not going to count Kansas City out. Kansas City is always somewhere up lurking around. They could very well end up back in the Super Bowl, but my opinion, and this is my opinion, guys. I can have an opinion. I think it's going to be the Ravens or the Bills on the AFC side. So, but fantastic game last night. Had me at the edge of my seat. Can't complain when a game go down like that. So, but Bills win at 41 to 40. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I'll be back next week with some more Cowboy content, or if anything pop up during the week, I'll pop back on to let you guys know. So until next time, remember, respect is earned, not given. So respect the star. See you next week.